Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? Right, it's Tuesday. Tuesday is request day, and this particular map has been waiting on the request list since before time began. It's got a thick layer of dust on it, and rather than do cleaning, I figured let's review it, let's pack it away and be done with it once and for all, because the BonBon buddies ain't going to pick it, are they? Oh, no chance. It's not a good map, but it is an entertaining one, and that's what matters. Let's tell you what else should be entertaining, all things being well and true. This coming Sunday is the launch of my new Cities Skylines Let's Play. It's only a 5-minute show, lots of time lapse, lots of music and lots of assets. It's Asset World. So join me for that one this coming Sunday. Put it in your diary, or even better, hit that subscribe button now. Something else to do right now is your daily reminder. That's right, hit that like button, it really does help me out, it helps to grow the channel and hopefully will help me become a full-time entertainer. God help us all. Let's crack on with today's map, shall we? It's Swampland by ZyloxHD. Swampland, well, you're expecting lots of swampy land, no doubt, and ZyloxHD probably sounds like we're going to be invaded by alibubs. Oh, scary things. Let's have a quick look at the start square. Start square is as such, big old river running through it. It could be swampy. It looks swampy. Could be swampy. And let's have a look at the resources. If anything, this is the best part about today's map. These resources like this. My favourite screen of today's show. Off to the workshop. What do we need? The answer is nothing, and the description is swamps. Okay, so we're expecting swamps. Okay. Let's head down. I'll tell you one thing to look forward to today, and that is handcrafted intersections. Not the best, but not bad. Okay, like this. I've got to be honest, a little bit of creativity with these intersections. Yeah, we got a little bit of a tailback, but do you know what? I'm going to let that go today. I really going to let that go. It's nice though. Look, it's not. The slopes are good. The intersections are nice design. There's something to be said for it. Okay. I know it's not the best intersection. It's not an Augusting Navy. Oh look, straight bridge, wobbly bridge. Straight bridge, wobbly bridge. Yeah, we've got a few more slightly, well, let's say they're all handcrafted intersections like this one. And they're all a bit different from the normal. That one's like one of those hammerhead sharks, isn't it, that one? If anything, 4 lanes, I would have been happy with 3 lanes carrying on and splitting down to 2 and 2. I know I can see why it's 4 lanes because it's split into 2 and 2, but I think 3 lanes would have been tidier. Up and around and heading on this way. There's lots of roads and lots of rail in today's map. We'll be doing a lot of spinning around the map. Missing pillars there. Well, it still stands up. We'll let it go. This particular intersection, you can see what he's done here. Yeah, okay. And then we're off to a cutting. Quite a deep old cutting here. Tunnel may be better there, possibly. 2 lanes up to 3 lanes. 3 lanes up and over the brow of the hill and down towards this intersection. Once again, hand tooled. Look at that. Interesting. I mean, it's not the worst. It's really not the worst. It's just not brilliant. How many lanes? 6 lanes? 6 lanes down to 4 lanes. And now this is interesting. Now this is lane control. Look at this. But you think this is good? We're going to do the okie dokie now. Okay, are you ready for the okie dokie? You put your left lane in, your right lane out, in, out, in, out. You mix them all about. And then that comes down to this intersection here, which feeds off some of the excess lanes off to the edge of the map. But no, this is too much fun. We're going to carry it all blue mantle. If you want Blue Mantle to be banished, hit that subscribe button now. Bridge is almost perfect. Nothing a little bit of move it on these pillars wouldn't fix. But other than that, that bridge is quite nice. Credit where it's due. And then the highways come together, a bit of jinky janky there. And we head off. Now you may notice there's definitely a lack of trees. And also maybe a lack of swamps. And also plenty of glitching highways. Plenty of them. Are we going to have points? Are we going to have fun giving this marks later, do you think? Another interesting intersection. To be fair, intersections have been proving very interesting on this particular map. Head off across the swamps this way. These swamps that are everywhere. Right. Interesting glitching going on here. And look at the Blue Mantle under here. I mean, this is the worst I have seen in a long while. We just went under a tunnel there, guys. You wouldn't have known it, would you? Over here, another almost perfect bridge. Almost, look, nicely aligned. Yeah, it's pretty close. And then another interesting, this is a belt buckle intersection. And nice. It's nice, okay? It's not perfect, it's not great, it's just nice. And considering the personal hand effort, it's not a plopped intersection. And so credit where it's due for that. You see, I'm trying to find nice things to say. Trying to. Roads going everywhere here and there, coming down the side of the mountain here, back to that intersection where we began. And we can go off to the fog. Okay, but before we go off to the fog, let's do the rail. The rail could be fun too. The rail comes in here. We'll take a right here and follow roughly the way we came. This is not a bad effort with the rail up the side of the mountain. It's a bit too steep, but a good effort has been made to keep it within some kind of tolerance. Up and around and then back this way, and you go back down the side of the mountain on the other side. A nice gentle slope all the way down. So all that effort, would it not have been simpler to come along here, maybe stick a tunnel through here, or a cutting, but definitely a tunnel. It's not a world's biggest ridge there, and then that could just come over here. This is the line that it would connect up with. There we are. That's what I would have done, I think. But once again, although he's gone up and over the mountain, it wasn't a bad effort. It was relatively smooth and nothing was incredibly steep. So I'll say credit where it's due. It's not good, it's not great, but effort has been put in. Back to that intersection again. We've gone full loop. A little bit of it, Blue Mantle shining through there again. This way, up and over this bridge here. We'll take a hard left. Loads going on here. What the heck is going on here? This is horrible. I mean, look at the rails here. But now, look at the sleepers under the rails. Look at the sleepers. They're at about a 60-degree angle. Oh, that's amazing. Haven't seen that before. Don't want to see it again. And here, look, I mean, these catenaries. We've got uprights hovering and also in the middle of the lines. Look, how's a train supposed to make it through that? There's no chance of a train making it through that. I'm having so much fun with this map. I don't want it to end. You might, I don't. And that bobbles off towards the fog. I'll tell you what, let's end it now. Go and have an asset review. Little bit of asset review. Now today in Assetville we have got the Deco Flats Pack by Accapulco. Not the Deco Flats Pack. No, these are ready built. You don't need to follow any Japanese instructions. No, these are ready built for you, for your approval by Accapulco. They're nice, Art Deco style, and they work. And you'll see these in Sunday's Asset World. We'll be using all of the assets you see in this week's asset review. We'll plop them down in our new city, our burgeoning city. It'll be a good show. I'm pretty proud of it. And I think Accapulco should be pretty proud of these. These are very smart. So, Deco Flats Pack by Accapulco. Those are today's assets of the day. And very cute they are too. As we head off to Themington Island for this week's theme and LUT combo, It's Owl's Tropicty desert theme by Owl with no LUT. Bear in mind, of course, Tropicty is the correct misspelling of the theme that you'll find on the workshop. Tropicity, I do believe, is the correct name. Factoids. The Emperor Elagabalus, I think that's pronounced correctly, left no perversion or cruelty outside of his experience. He met with a fitting end when he was murdered in a toilet and his body was thrown down a sewer. And speaking of death, the Romans had a vast number of ways of executing people. One of them was to put the victim in a barrel lined with spikes and then roll them down the hill. Ouch! That really is not a way to go. So there you go. So the Emperor who had no perversion and barrels lined with spikes. You heard it here on What Map First. Let's go back to Swampland by ZyloxHD and have a look at the shipping routes. The shipping routes are quirky. Yeah, quirky, there's the word. We'll have a look at the bridges shortly. But yes, there's some very sharp turns here for these ships to negotiate, like these. Look at these. Yeah, I've got to turn really... Wait until we get past the junction, if you can call a river junction the junction, to turn around and go back up the other way. That's just not clever. Just not clever at all, I'm afraid. In terms of the shipping routes, there's a pillar to clip through, of course. He's going the other way, so we can't really follow him. That's a shame. And then this one, yeah, you'll clip through that pillar. It's also a bit low. And then this bridge is also a little bit low. No pillar to clip through, but the cruiser would not make it under there. And then there's that hard right that we were looking at the ships taking a second ago. And then up this way, and there's another bridge over here. That's okay, but a little bit low. And then this one is also possibly a bit low for the cruiser. That one's definitely too low. And also the pillar might get in the way. Okie dokie. We won't bother looking at the water flow. The water is flowing. In terms of foliage, the only foliage you can find is the one that's decorating that particular junction. Where is all the foliage? This is supposed to be swampland. There should be at least greenery. Speaking of swamps, this in here is kind of a little bit swampy, do you not think? But look how high the sides are. It's just doesn't feel like a swampland to me. It feels like dry land with some trenches, like down here. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit swampy, this little bit here, but it's just too low and too out of sight for my particular liking. I mean, come on. What we really want to do probably is flood the area a little bit. Let's go and change the sea level, push it up a little bit, shall we? How about to about like that? About there, maybe? Come out of there. Let sea level do its stuff. Now, I know I've flooded a load of the roads here, but this looks a lot more like swampland to me. Am I right? Maybe. I think that... Oh, look what I've done to the water. That's my bad, guys. My bad. I think what we'll probably do in a minute is we'll just reset the sea level. But yes, in terms of swampland, I think that's more what I was looking towards. Something like this. This is much more believable as swampland. But no, we've got trenches and highlands. Oh look, we've even got a volcano. Volcano in swampland. I mean, what? I don't understand. I am trying to understand, and I'm giving credit where it's due. I'm trying to be nice, okay? I'm trying to be nice. Let's drop the water back down to its original setting, which was about there, wasn't it? There was a little bit of a riverbank. That's about where it was, wasn't it? Do you agree? Yeah, I think so. Right, so yeah, anything else that we should be looking at? We've done that, we've done this, but yeah, just and the terrain's interesting. The ridges and the terrain. Oh look, perfect, we've got a ship. There's proof that it wasn't too low after all that one. I take that back on that one. Let's follow the ship along, clipping the edges there. Look how close it is running to the side of the river. I missed out on that one. And this one, yeah, it is slightly too low. I knew it. I was right. Haha. Here's your chance to vote for this map. 1 star if you think it's dreadful. 5 stars if you think it's the best map ever. Somewhere in between if you think it's somewhere in between. Your chance to vote and help everybody else decide whether this is the right map for them. Me? Yes, I've got my own opinions, but I'm going to wait for you to have your vote first. And your opportunity is now gone. So then, aesthetically, I really want to be more helpful and more positive about this map, but I can't find anything to say about it at all. I'm going to give it, I can't give it more than 1 star for aesthetics. I'm sorry. Detail. The handmade intersections are not that bad. They lack a lot of finesse, but they're not that bad. Beyond that, nice effort trying to get the rail up and over the hill, but no. 2 stars for detail. There is effort there. As for gameplay potential, I think it's a 3-star map for gameplay potential, but there is too much to be done before you can start playing to get the map to your standards. So I'll lose a star for that, bringing it down to 2 stars for gameplay. Technically it's a 3 though, if you don't give a monkeys about standards. Swampland by ZyloxHD. It's not very swampy, to say the least. Oh, thank you very much for bearing with me to the end of today's show. If you've made it this far, you can consider yourself a true BonBonB buddy, a true BonBon elite, and you should head straight over to this old show here and have a little vote on that map as well, just for a little bit of a laugh. Anyway, join me tonight for Euro Truck Simulator when I drive from London to Calais, and that'll be a load of fun too. Wow, why would you not join me, hey? Thanks for watching, I'll see you very, very soon.